Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Vobes One Eye Kenobi Showbie with me, Richard Vobes, and...
Me, not Richard Vobes.
Exactly, that's not Richard Vobes, because Richard Vobes has the purple hair. And... wait. Anyway, it's another Christmas Advent show here on the 33rd of January, 1862. And
that's about as much sense as anything this year.
I know.
And last.
And last. Last year was much more exciting than the year before, which was more exciting than that.
Yay.
Yes. Anyway, the lovely Julia is back. How are you, lovely Julia?
You asked me that question.
I did ask you that question. You've got children, you've got husbands, you've got houses, you've got floods.
I've got floods with sewage coming up from the roads again.
Now, this isn't coming out your house, your toilet. It's not your fault.
No. It's actually coming from another part of the area that comes through our area to get to the sewage plant. But it keeps breaking in our area. You're
going to have to come in and send us some pictures so that we can see it next time, because the pictures that you had on a Facebook page or something were astronomical. I mean, they were. You've got sandbags down in the streets.
Yeah.
So you've got this burst. I mean, it's like a burst water main, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not a water main, is it? It's sewage.
No. It is. I believe it is a water main that keeps bursting, but it's the sewage keeps getting mixed with it. The floodwaters are rising and bringing up the sewage with it.
It's a bit smelly round your place.
That's what I've led to believe. It is very stinky.
Are you going to have a very pongy Christmas?
Yeah.
Ah, how exciting. What?
Christmas Day itself, I'm going to be spending it at my mum and dad's. So
thank goodness you're going to make the greatest. What are you going to do? A bit of the breaststroke out of the area and then take... Do you need to borrow the coracle?
That's perfect.
That'd be the only way, because everybody else would be sitting in their cars desperately trying to get away, going, I wonder if we could get away from this awful place. And you'll be going, bye.
Sayonara.
So that would be quite fun. I'd like to get down there and video it, but of course I'm having my nose syringed that day, so I can't possibly do that.
And your ears needled?
Yes, needled, syringed, needled, and my mouth sewn up.
Yes.
It's probably the best thing for me. Woo! What? I saw that. Yes, I've had my eye fixed
by the
now.
Camera
I can actually see everything you do from now on in.
Well, it's that second eye over there.
It's the second. Yes, the camera on the other side of the thing. I believe that there are people out there in the auditorium. Hello, auditorium people. Very nice to see you. It's the 22nd of December. I hope you're all ready. That's very nice. What is that you've got there? A little rattly thing.
Well,
Yep, and his brother.
One may think that it's actually a tambourine, but it's not.
Oh, it's a wreath for your door.
It's a wreath of bells that go on my door.
Is it?
It's not up yet.
Oh, it's very nice.
Yeah, it's all right. I like it.
It's very Christmassy, I have to say.
Yes.
How lovely is that? Now, ladies and gentlemen, in today's show, we have a video, very strange video, I have to say. I mean, you might need to adjust your horizontal hold for this one, from Dave Ivad. Not quite sure what's going on. We have a rather spectacular song. It's not quite Christmas Day, but Chris thinks it is, Chris Navard. And Bernie has given us a Thanksgiving. Actually, I think Bonnie sent something in, but yet again, I failed to download it. Sorry, Bonnie, I'll try and get round to it during the show. If I can I can do that. I just suddenly remembered. Oh yes, Bonnie sent something, but because Bonnie doesn't send it by WeTransfer, you see, this is the trouble. When people don't send it,
She said she does.
Well, I don't get it from WeTransfer. I get it from some cloud, iCloud.
Oh,
bloody Apple rubbish. So it has to go. If you send it by WeTransfer, I'll always see it because I look for the WeTransfer files and download those. But when it just comes on an ordinary email, I often forget. You see, so I'm so sorry. It's very difficult running a show like this when you've got other things to think about, like your bank balance and the bailiffs and how you marry the two. Anyway, never mind all that.
That'd be interesting, marrying the. Never mind.
Yes. So now we have some interesting bits and bobs to do in the show. We also would like you, as Mr. Mocky has done, to send, if you wouldn't mind, nip outside with your phone camera, if your camera has a phone on it. Nip outside, take a picture of your lights or your neighbour's lights or the house down the road. I mean, if you have to get in your car and drive 30 miles, maybe give it a miss. But if there's houses, exteriors with Christmas lights in your street, we want to see it. Mr. Mocky did just such a thing and sent it in. And here he is in Two Up and Two Down land. as he calls it. And here is the window with the tree. Look at that. Isn't that nice? With a tree beyond.
Wow, that looks
See?
really lovely.
That is art. I mean, never mind all that nonsense we had in this week, 7 different types of art. That's art. That is really art.
The banana taped to the wall, that was bizarre.
Yes, I never quite got to the bottom of that. We
That was
managed
supposedly art in a gallery or something.
Oh, was it? Is that what it was?
I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, we could do that. We could get a nice pear and tape that to a board.
Not sure I like where this is going.
No, I don't like where it's going, but it's gone there now. So if you've got a pear and a bit of
It's going
sellotape,
straight on past.
sellotape your pear to a board and take a picture of it. We'd love to see it, wouldn't we? Well, I would. Your hair's looking very frisky.
Poofy.
Poofy, yes. It's hello, nice poofy hair. What have you done to it?
It was just a quick brush today.
Oh, is that what happens when you do a quick brush? You should do that more often. I quite like. I like that sort of big hair because I can't do it.
I don't really like it when it's poofy like this.
Do you not?
No, I prefer it when it's
it's
dried when the curls dry naturally. I like it like that.
Well, I see. We need to get one of them wind machines in here, and then get your poofy hair blowing like that, as if you were Rapunzel. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your fair hair.
Speaking of Rapunzel and long hair, I had a memory pop up on Facebook.
Is that like a little like a bubble, little memory bubble?
That would be cool if it did come up like that.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing so elaborate.
What happened in your memory?
It was a photograph of myself, a selfie.
Yeah.
I'd taken probably about
20 years ago?
About 9-10 years ago.
Oh, wow. Did they do selfies 10
Shut
years ago?
up.
I'm sorry.
Before I was purpling my hair, before I had my purple in it.
But I thought you were born purple.
I wish, that would be so cool.
And what did you look like in this picture of you with no purple hair?
Well, it was obviously dark brown.
Oh, see, you
Dark
did have
brown.
hair.
I did have hair.
Sorry, I thought you meant, when you said you had no purple in your hair, I thought you meant you had no hair at all.
No, I wasn't bald.
No.
I would have said I was bald. But
yes.
I didn't say I was bald, did I?
No, you didn't. No,
But you interrupted again.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So it was long.
Yes. Straight?
No, it was curly, dark, and like almost down to my rib cage.
But a brunette, completely brunette.
Yes.
We have a call.
A reddish brunette.
Oh,
Titian, one might say.
A what?
Titian. A Titian.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Hello, caller. Welcome to the Madhouse, which is the Vobes Show.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good eventide.
Good eventide.
Yes. Good evening, Christmas tide.
Good evening, Terry Banton from good old South Water.
Tide.
Yes, yes. It is the early bird that catches the bald explorer's ear.
It is indeed, and you were very nice and early. 8 minutes into the show.
Yes, because I wanted to get my early slot before others appear.
Oh, I know. They ring at sort of like 58 minutes to the hour.
Yes. Anyway, it's the early bird that catches the worm. You get out quite early on your videos, don't you?
Well, I like to get out early before the rest of the hoi polloi come out and ruin the shot.
Yeah, I have a few Christmas neighbours pictures from the past, but I like to give you a little Christmas song.
Oh, well,
Wow.
we like
Treat.
a little bit of Christmas singing.
Yes. Have you got the echo chamber on now?
One moment, sir. Just putting you through to the echo chamber now.
Eric, switch on the echo chamber.
Okay.
Yes, echo is on.
Yeah. Cue Terry.
Cue Terry and action.
Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. Who'll put a penny in the bald explorer's hat? If you haven't got a penny, a fiver will do. If you haven't got a fiver, a tenner will do. If you haven't got any, bye you.
Yes, out with a 12-bore shotgun and...
What a pity.
That's right.
Such
What
a
a
nice
lovely
fellow.
song. I thought
That was nice.
What
That
a
was really cool.
beautiful song, and so well sung. And I think the lyrics were particularly poetic.
Yes, I think it was probably a Christmas message in your favour. But,
Yes,
we're only allowed to make donations on this channel.
Are we? Is that right?
Yeah,
Well,
or pick up.
We can't put people up against the wall and beat the living daylights out of them. More's the pity.
Yes. Goose, geese. Yeah, cooked goose on a Christmas Day lunch. Have you ever had a goose cooked for you?
No,
Nope.
do you know, I've had all sorts of strange people cook for me, but never a goose. I mean, a hedgehog once came in and said, you know, I can cook your dinner. I said, no, thank you, it'd be a bit prickly.
Don't think I've ever had goose.
No. Have you had goose? Geese?
Well, cooked roast goose, yes. It was delivered by the hostess with the mostess, but
Ooh.
many years ago.
Yeah. And what was it like?
Well, I will never want to taste goose again in that form.
So it was pretty rubbish then, was it?
Yeah, it's, well, I don't know whether you have an experience of cooked goose, but it's a pretty fatty creature.
Oh, yeah, I have heard it's fatty.
Yes, swimming in fat. But I gather that goose fat is not, as harmful as other forms of fat.
Yes, it's a natural fat, isn't it? It's not one of those
Them things.
Then it's not a trans fat. I mean, you have to be a bit careful these days when you call trans fats, because some fats are gender fluid, of course, or fat fluid, and that would be oil. But some of these trans fats, they get a little bit uppity about it, and there's a lobby group, I think, called Off Fats, who are very off their fat at the moment. But yes, I don't think we do these trans fats anymore. I think that's been eradicated because it was basically poison.
No, now they just want to be called fats.
Ah, now they just want to be called fats. And
Yes, you might want to do a straw poll with your viewers at the moment, asking how many of them have ever had goose rather than turkey for Christmas
we
Day
will do
lunch.
that. We will organise it. I don't know if there's a way of doing it. There used to be a way in the thing here to do polls. Hang on, let me just see if there's one. I know there's rods. Oh yeah, there's rods. There's uprights. There is no poles, unfortunately. A lot of Norwegians, but but we'll ask them. We'll ask them who likes goose. Well, yeah, lovely Julie, you ask them.
Who likes goose? Does anyone out there like goose?
There we are. See how receptive we are on this show.
Yes. There are a couple of other uses for goose fat. I gather that swimmers, sometimes those take to the icy waters over the festive season in the Serpentine.
Oh,
And
on the
off
channel,
Worthing
don't they do
Pier.
that? Don't they do
They
that
wrap
in the channel?
themselves in goose fat.
Yes, I believe that's true. Soylent Green. Have you ever had Soylent Green?
What's that?
Soylent Green.
What's
Oh,
that?
it's. You ever seen the science fiction film Soylent Green? Fantastic. If you've never seen it, go and check it out. It's where you never see an old person in the land where Soylent Green is, because they've been taken away, killed, turned into food and fed to everybody else, and it comes back as these little green chips. I think Charlton Heston. What was his name? Heston Charlton. Charlton Heston. Was it Charlton Heston was in the Soylent Green film? Anyway, Soylent Green is set in 2022. It's next year. Well, it's very close. In actual fact, if you believe what's happening to the vaccine, then I think we're very close to Soylent Green, but let's keep off that for the moment, because we don't want to get shut down.
Well, I suppose I might find it on Prime Video, but I've just unsubscribed from that service because I think they show rotten movies on their menus. So.
Yeah, well, Soylent Green isn't a rotten movie. It's quite a good movie.
No.
Cheston,
Okay.
Charlton, Chington, Cheston is in it. Chesterton, Johnny Chesterton with a big chest.
Yeah.
Station Master's Choice says, somebody did say to me once that they'd been goosed on Christmas Day. I didn't know what it meant then, but I do now, from Bernie.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to get goosted on Christmas Day. Anyway, thank you, Terry. It has been a joy. We will see how the poll goes.
Yes. Anyway, the last final application of goose is in the form of guard dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
they're-
Oh,
they're-
guard
better
geese.
Yes, they're
Yeah,
very
they're
good,
better
aren't
than
they?
German shepherds, apparently.
Yes.
They could break your arm again.
And they make a good noise. A bit like alpacas, apparently. They're also good for warding. Not so much, they'd be very easily get overboard, but they're great if something comes along and they're not familiar with it, they'll tell you.
So it's the same with donkeys. They're good for that.
Yeah, so...
Well, if in the EU, if I donate a goose to you, you can keep it in your backyard and keep all the nasty people who might hop over the fence.
Exactly. I think that's very likely to happen. Well, we wish
Yes.
you a very Merry Christmas, Terry. Thank you for that.
And the same to you.
And
Cheers.
same to you.
Bye.
Take care. So there we
Bye.
go. Bye-bye. That was Terry Banton with his ideal Christmas carol, which I thought was absolutely perfect. I thought the lyrics there was very touching.
Very lovely.
I didn't quite go high enough. I think there should have been another... next time, Terry, another verse, please. Get up to 20, 25, 50 quid would be great. Lots of exciting comments. We haven't ignored you, although we just haven't looked at you, of course. Pretended you weren't there, mostly.
I said one comment.
Oh, yeah, we did, that's true. And guard dogs like geese, says David Ved. They do like geese. They love eating them. It's always good.
Simon has gandered a goose once.
Has he? It's always nice to be gandered by a goose.
Grey Feather says, we have alpacas. Where I work, they spit at you if they're cross.
Oh, very nice. That's not so nice. I mean, very, very unnice. Not the nicest thing for them to do. Charlton Heston says Station Master's Choice, answering a question I asked about 30 years ago. Yes, that's very good. There was an album by the Fine Young Cannibals called Soylent Green. Was that true?
Anne Wright says, I've cooked a goose. Delia recipe turned out very nice, but expensive and not a lot of meat for your money.
But a lot of trans fats. I mean, there used to be fats. Anyway, now, Julia, this came in the other day, meant to give it to you. This is from Angela Skelton, and it's a little novelty thing. She lives in Crawley, and she sent me this lovely letter that says, Richard, please don't delay and get this to the lovely Julia, otherwise I'm going to unsubscribe from everything you do and never watch another thing you do. If you don't give it to this by the beginning of December, you are toast with jam on it.
Right. So what did she actually say?
So what she
Lovely
actually
things,
says,
probably.
I've also enclosed a Christmas tree decoration for TLJ. I saw it at a Christmas craft fair and recently, and I had to just buy it.
That's very, very lovely. Thank you so much.
And it's very, very you.
It is, isn't it?
What is it again?
It's a unicorn.
Oh, I thought it was a geese.
Duh.
Because I was thinking of cooking it. Oh, she's putting it on the microphone, which is very lovely. Also, I had a knock on the door this morning. I was almost in my gym jams. Mind you, it was after 9 o'clock, so I managed to get out of it. All right, I said, all right. Let the maid go down. Eric went down in his little frock and answered the door, and it was Tim Tricker. And he said, hello, Richard. I said hello. He said, happy Easter, mate. And he thrust this bag. This bag with penguins on, look, for Easter. And he said, happy Christmas, actually, he did say, was his words. He said, it should be self-evident what is for you, what is for Julia, and what is for sharing. So I thought, well, I think I'll have it all, actually. But the lovely Julia is going to peer in and show us exactly what is in the bag. What is in the bag, lovely Julia?
There is some ick in the bag.
Ick? Yes, icky thump. Oh, look at that. What?
Is that's a mug.
Is it a Marmite mug?
There's a Marmite jam. Marmite jam?
Marmite
jar,
jam.
jar mug.
A Marmite jar mug. Oh, look at that.
That's jar Marmite mug.
And I guess there's little Marmites in there.
I would assume so.
Oh, thank you so much. Isn't that lovely? I shall fill that with Marmite and have a hot Marmite drink every time the lovely Julia comes in because she loves the smell of Marmite. Is that true? Yes, that is true, she says.
It's highly false.
Oh, highly false.
Fake news. Yellowtail Chardonnay.
Ooh.
2021, crafted by the Casella family, Australia.
Do you want to show the camera? Oh, yes.
Camera, hello.
Look at that, Yellowtail. Thank you so much. Nice bottle of wine. We could have that in our official office Christmas party.
Ah, excellent.
Thank you so much, Tim. That's very kind.
Biscuits.
Oh, lovely chocolate biscuits.
Did somebody say they were cutting out the sugar and...
Yes, I think they're sugar-free biscuits. Actually.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, I think they're sugar-free.
Yeah, they're sugar-free biscuits.
Yeah, with real chocolate. But we can share those on a
Do you want to see what this one is?
Free biscuit day. And I think that might be for you. Is it a bag of nuts?
Aha! Look at that.
Oh, a hat.
It's a Farmer Piles hat.
Oh, it's a Farmer Piles hat. Look at that. Oh, wow.
Thank you ever so much.
Well, that's very nice. Well, you better take the biscuits and the wine then. Look at that. Hello there, it's Farmer Piles here. It's very nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming in then. I suppose that means I got to do them Farmer Piles skits that I was talking about.
I think it does,
It might be Farmer Piles at Christmas. The Christmas show. That's a lovely hat. Thank you so much. Oh, well, I'll have to go and get me Farmer Piles. I just need to get my little hair now. I'm really excited about that. I didn't know that was in there. Where should I put that where it won't get damaged?
Somewhere safe.
Oh, yeah, somewhere safe.
Somewhere safe.
Ah.
Now you got to put your Christmas hat back.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I did with it. I threw it somewhere. Oh, down here. There we go. Look at that. So Michael White says, look like the packet of Amazon are too busy nicking everything. I'm not sure what he's talking about. What else have we got there? Julian, any more exciting messages?
Colonel Cragratty says he loves Marmite, so yummy. Station Master says, well, what happened was... Except I can't do it in the accent.
That was good.
Was it?
Yeah, go with it. Nobody's.
Well, that was it. That was all. Well, what happened was... You do it.
Oh.
You do it.
Well, what happened was...
Yeah.
See?
Andrew Skelton says all the best people like Marmite. I'm not a best person.
Well, maybe there's an exception to the rule.
I'm okay with it because I've got a unicorn.
Oh yes, that's very true. You've got
I don't mind being not a best person.
No. Would you like an orange truffle?
No, thank you, not at the moment.
Oh, not at the moment.
Maybe in a minute.
Yes, maybe.
I think I'll have a little swig of tea then.
Have a swig. Lynn B has sent in a picture of Worthing Christmas lights. Here we are. This is Lynn's house. Obviously, this must be Lynn's house. There we are. Look, Worthing Christmas lights. Look at that.
Wow.
Lynn, I think that's amazing. How you managed to... I bet it's not her house. How you managed to pay for all that electricity that goes through there is astounding. But look at, there's lots of different things to see, and there's something on a bicycle. There is a sock made
Is that your house then, Lynn?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just somebody's house in Worthing. I get the
I have
impression...
to say that's a little OTT for my...
Yeah, we don't like it. We don't
no,
like
it's
it.
fantastic.
Remove it.
The kids would love it. I'd love to take the kids to something like that.
But what could you do? You'd want to go in, wouldn't you? You know, when people decorate their houses like that, you feel like that's an invite. They open their door and let you in, and you can just go run amok, knock their tree over, throw baubles at one another, get the paper chains and use it for wiping your bottom when you've been to the loo. That sort of thing. That's how I think about it.
Hang on a minute, I've got to sort this out.
Oh.
Turn this way. That's better.
See?
There we
That's
go.
right.
See, there we are.
Ah, there we are. Look, it's nice, isn't it?
I think you gave me the better one, didn't you?
I did. I
cute.
gave you the nicest one. I wore the
quite
old
cute.
tatty thing here. Trips Travels by Narrowboat says, hey, ooh, nick me at. Now, here, Trips Travels by Narrowboat. Do you see narrowboats with Christmas lights all decked up like that? Be interested to know whether that's a true thing or not. Stephen Aggers sent in some pictures. We're going to look at those after our first video.
After the break.
Yeah, after the break, because you are watching the Christmas show, or one of the Advent Christmas. Anyway. If you know the words, hum along. Now, we're going into the video box, and Dave Ivad has sent us something.
This will be good.
God, Dave Ivad has sent us something very. Make the tea if you wish.
This tragic tale of despair, told by someone not quite there. Listen if you dare, for insanity awaits, and it will be your fate. Ba-dam, 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 ba-dam. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Recording my private lair. It's a very strange thing to see. To the breadfruit tree, it's a very strange thing to see a human, breadfruit tree. A human breadfruit tree.
Anyway. Davey Vad sent that in.
Thanks for that.
And if you can understand that, please could you write it down on the back of a £50 note and send it in to the lovely Julia. We both would like to understand the interpretation of it.
David Vad, I love your brain.
Creative. Ernie sent a Christmas card. We will have a look at that in a second. Or he sent an email anyway. He says that this is the place across the lane from him. As you know, he's in lovely Dorset and a lovely part of the world. Here it is. Look at that.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree made of lights.
Lovely. And Ernie's, that was Ernie. Thank you very much, Ernie. And he sent in a Christmas card which has yet to arrive. It's got stuck in the post. But I did actually see the postman, and he did say they're having delivery problems. So it may still arrive. Stephen Agger went down into the town centre, and he sent us some pictures from Worthing town. This is what it's like in Worthing, if you want to go and have a little gander down there. Get rid of that blue line if I can. Squeeze it out, squeeze it, ease it. That's quite nice. We have this weird-looking tree that you can walk through, which is a bit bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah, I saw people taking photographs or selfies in there the other day.
Yeah, people do mad things, don't they, in Worthing? There's also another picture. He said, this is Worthing town... I've just shown that one. There was another one then. Where's the other one? He said, this is a picture of him in Worthing Town Centre by the very tree that we were talking about.
Who did you say, sorry?
This is Stephen Agger.
Aha!
So there he is. Stephen Agger there is the one with the little scaped scooter. I don't know who that bloke with glasses he got in the way. But
Lovely
yes.
photograph. Thank you for sending it in.
Yeah, lovely to see you, Stephen. Thank you very much for
Always
that.
nice to see another friendly face.
Yes, because we don't get very many friendly faces in this show. Not by the time they've watched it. Anyway, start off friendly.
Station Master's Choice says, look at the outlines on the tree. I think the light one from Ernie. It's a human pyramid.
Is it?
Pyramid. Can we have another look?
Yeah, of course. Where was it?
Merci beaucoup. There.
It's a human pyramid. Let's have another look. Here we are. This is Ernest
Can you
tree.
see what it is?
You see what it is yet? Is it a human pyramid? It could be on a cold winter's night when you've had plenty of mulled wine and the imagination.
Yeah, people all standing on top of each. Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Where are they? Are they behind the building or something? I can't see.
Kind of squint and kind of imagine like stick figures
yeah.
with big skirts or big dresses. Anyway, Chris Navard liked the vid, sort of underground cinema from the late 60s feel.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Michael White said the guy's a genius. And Sensible Paul was getting motion sickness from all that moving.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Sensible Paul. It can happen. And it did.
It did.
Sorry about that. Now, also, we have any more pictures from the exterior of life? I'm just checking in the email box of something. Rita Loy says, where I was yesterday, he sent in this amazing picture. Let's have a look at this. This is somewhere in America. Whereabouts in America was this? Is this Disneyland? It looks like a Disney castle covered in lights.
It does look like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, because look, there's some Disney characters at the front. Yeah, that's Disney World, isn't it? I reckon. Don't you think?
I can't see Disney characters.
Here. And here.
Kind of looks like snowmen.
Okay, fair enough.
But I don't know, yeah.
It's kind of got that Disney
It's very
castle.
Disney though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, we'll see. It may actually have been somewhere in Beirut, for all I know.
Disneyland is right. Well done.
8 points to the Vobes, so keep that in your hat. And
Lovely, thanks
boil
for
it.
that.
Thank you very much. That's very nice. Lim B says cat tree for the lovely Julia. Have a look at this. Now
Like
they look
Black cats too, the best.
they look like bats at night, don't they? That's quite a sinister tree. Where is that?
Oh, it's a Photoshop.
Oh, is it a Photoshop?
Yeah, look. Well, considering it's all the same cat, isn't it?
Oh, I wonder where that shop is
Oh no,
that sells
not
photos.
quite all the same cat, but
Lots of different cats.
definitely photoshopped.
Yeah. I thought that was Lynn's house. It looks a bit bare, actually.
No, it's cat.
The house.
I know. I'm
yeah.
just.
Why do you bother? Why do I bother? Indeed. Yes. Thank you very much for that. That was very nice. It's the Kremlin, says Michael. Oh, is it?
It's Vobes Towers, says Ian McKenna.
Yes, that's Eric's effort, actually. It is a bit like my house. It's pretty chilly, isn't it? At my house.
No, actually.
Not too. No, we've got the Robert Brailsford fire is burning away. We put a Robert Brailsford on it every night. We go out, we look for another Robert Brailsford. Such a lovely, generous gentleman. Thank you very much, Robert, by the way.
Yes,
and we get hold of him. He fights us, but in the end, we both overpower him. You put the chloroform on. I douse him in paraffin. We set light to him, and then we stick him in the fire. And it works very well.
I can't believe I laughed at that. When you said, you put on the chloroform, and I'm like, yeah, I do. What?
Yeah, well,
What?
that's it. It's true. Poor old Robert Brailsford. But luckily, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, there's plenty of them out there. You've just got to catch them. They are hard to catch. Sometimes there's a Robert Brailsford, but they're not as good.
No.
They're smaller. They've got a sort of French-sounding name.
Robbie.
Yeah, there's Robbie.
Brailsfords.
They're from Scottish land, like Robbie Burn. And Robbie does burn quite well, actually. If you could get hold of one of them, stick him on the fire.
Anyway.
By the way, 0793 4746 790 is the phone number of the local jail if you want to give us a ring. We'd be very obliged. What we haven't done is the Advent calendar. Now, Mark Burgess has sent in religiously every day a new sheet of paper. He gives it to us with every Robert Brailsford that he finds. And we have to open the door on the next one. And here it is. Ba-ba-da. Here we go. Can't really hear the tune.
No, another one.
Marvellous. Right, having got that out of the way, are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Bing! Yes, are you driving home for Christmas? Wasn't that a
Driving
song?
home for Christmas.
That was that Wham? Alabama
do you know
Man?
I don't know. Let's ask the viewer.
Who sung I'm Driving Home for Christmas? Was it Robbie Coltrane? No, I don't think it was. Anyway, that was behind our Advent calendar today. Thank you so much, Mark Burgess. I have no idea what that was about. Now, is it time for a nice mug of Marmite? No, it's time for another video, I feel.
Yay!
Now,
Chris Ray, the Driving Home for Christmas.
Oh, Chris Ray.
Chris Reeve.
Oh, Chris Rea.
Yeah.
Chris Rea. Yes, I've seen Chris's Rea. It's not a pretty sight. There's this terrible split down the middle. Anyway, I believe that during the war, when nylons weren't so good, Chris Rea got a eyebrow pencil and drew this line down his bottom. Just so you could... Anyway, I think we'll move swiftly to the video.
Swiftly.
So, we do have a curious song to play in a little bit later, but lovely Bernie, good old Bernie, Station Master's Choice Bernie. Bernie, he would be another one who could go on the fire because he would be burning.
Yes.
Like Robert Brailsford, Robert Burns, Bernie. Only his knees though. Bernie.
Yeah, true.
No. Sorry.
No good.
No, we're not putting you on the fire, Bernie, because we want more than just your knees on fire. It's got to be the whole thing or it doesn't work. Anyway, he's got a touch of Thanksgiving in his mind.
Hello, Roasters, and welcome to the Station Master's home office. Well, Christmas is nearly upon us, so I thought it'd be appropriate just to record a short video, because I think really this is a time of, well, it is a time of Thanksgiving. And I think I need to give thanks to, first of all, Richard, and of course Julia, who make the excellent videos on the Bald Explorer channel, and who host the Vobes Show. Now, I've been a member of this community for what, just over a year, I suppose, and it really is the strangest place. There is a certain reality about it, that even just typing on the live chat, you actually feel as though you're in a room with the other people and you know them even though you've never met. And I have met one or two now, and it was a pleasure to do so. And I'm sure everybody else I might meet in the future will be equally nice people. So thank you, Richard and Julia, for what you do to arrange that, and thank you everybody else in the community who made me so welcome and who are very tolerant of my modest efforts to provide videos for the show. I've valued that support over the year, particularly with my Three Rivers of Ride project that really just completely took over. But I'm glad you enjoyed that. And if you didn't, well, you do lie very convincingly. But I need to make a special thanks to Ted Moulding. Now, he don't know me from Adam, but he very kindly sent me this book that he bought with me in mind. It's about the history of Wolverton Locomotive Works and Railway Works, which is just over 180 years old now, and it's one of the oldest continually operating railway works in the world, with the possible exception of Boston Lodge on the Railway Festiniog. So thank you, Ted. I appreciate that very much, about a piece of railway history, and I think most of you know by now railways are in my blood. So anyway, that's about the size of it. I don't want to keep you, otherwise, you know, the shock of seeing me, I'm giving you a couple of days to get over it, and then you can get on and enjoy your Christmases. So I do wish you all a wonderful time. I hope for better things for all of us in the coming year. I know one or two of you have had personal losses, personal tragedies over the last year, and my thoughts are with all of you on that, I'm sure. But, you know, big hugs, and let's hope for better things next year. But, you know, we are a multilingual community, so I thought I could finish on no better note than to see if I could have a go at saying Happy Christmas in one or two of the languages that I'm sure some of you must speak. To our Irish viewers, I can say nothing else but Nollaig Hanadiv. To the Scots, Nolak Chrial. And this one's especially for Andrew in Croatia. Now, Andrew, I've been following your village videos, and I have been deeply saddened myself, because it's got so much of a part of me, at the losses in your community in the last 2 or 3 months, and I really feel for all of those families. So I've tried to learn this in Croatian. I know it's a bit hollow for those families, but generally for those of you in Croatia, I would say Čestit Božić, and hope that's as good as it gets to say Merry Christmas. But saving the best to last, as I think many of you know, my heart is sort of Welsh, even though I'm a proud man of Sussex. So for those of you who speak the Cymraeg, Nadolig Llawen, a blwyddyn newydd dda. May you all have an enjoyable, peaceful Christmas, and all the best for the new year. I'll be seeing you.
And there we are. That was lovely. Thank you so much, Bernie. We have a caller. We'll come straight to you in a moment, caller. Just stay there if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, thank you so much, Bernie. That was very touching.
It was lovely to see your face again.
And yeah, we look forward to more of your videos as we get it towards the new year, and indeed in the new year. But we have a caller all the way, it says on my phone, all the way from California. Hello, caller.
Hello, Richard.
Is that
Hello,
Rita?
Rita Loy.
Rita.
How are you, Rita?
Yes. I'm doing quite fine, thank you.
Oh, I'm so pleased.
Wish you both a Merry Christmas and a Happy Boxing Day for you guys. Well, you're on this nice afternoon because it's just past 12 noon here, so 12:39.
Oh, in the afternoon.
So there's 8-hour time difference.
And what's the weather like in sunny California?
Right now it's not so sunny. It's a little overcast. We're expecting some more rain later today.
That's no good. So that was.
Well, that's the way it goes.
Yeah, no, that's it. But generally, is it quite sunny this time of year?
As a rule, yes. This is, after all, this is, especially New Year's Day, it tends to be, and it has rained a few times, but not very often on New Year's Day, because that's the day we have the Rose Parade.
Ah, right, yeah, of course. Now, have you been there recently to the Disney World? The picture you sent in?
Not Disney World, Disneyland.
Oh, beg your pardon. Is that?
Yeah. Big difference.
Okay.
This is like about, getting about 1,800 miles difference.
Oh. Because Disney World is in Florida, is that right?
That's correct.
Yes.
Right.
You're in California.
Actually, Disney World encompasses a multitude of resorts, or Disney Magic Kingdom. It was designed after Disneyland, which was built in 1950, which was opened in 1955.
So Disneyland is the original, and then Disney World is a sort of cash cow from it on the other side of.
Yes.
Yeah. I put that very crudely, but that's me.
Well, it's in some ways it says it draws more. It says Disneyland tends to draw more local people,
Right.
like myself.
Yeah.
Where it says Disney World, on the other hand, tends to draw people from all over the world. It says
So it's more of a tourist trap for. It's a tourist trap for international travellers, is it, more at Disney World, whereas Disneyland is much more for Americans?
Yeah, much more for people who live on the West Coast.
Right.
You got to remember this, as you've known, as you've been here, the common joke is in America, 200 years is a long time.
Yeah.
This is what 200 miles is nothing. Where in England, it's traveling 200 miles, you're traveling some distance.
Yeah, and you've travelled past so much history as you do those 200 miles in our country, which is probably why the roads are so damn slow, because you're still waiting for the Romans to cross at some juncture, or a Tudor house to be going up.
or this is you're at the Battle of Bosworth Field, and he's waiting for that to finish.
Exactly, and duck your head, there might be a cannonball coming by. So open the windows if you go through that.
I don't think you'll be Bosworth Field. Kind of a little early for cannon, but
fair enough.
This is got to definitely watch out for the English longbows.
Indeed. Now listen. Whilst we've got you on, I've got to ask you, because we've asked you every time you've rung, since you showed us that wonderful picture of the tree. I can't remember.
How is the tree?
Yeah. First of all,
wasn't it cherry?
Was it cherry or apple or orange or lemon?
It's an apple tree.
Oh yeah, but it was a strange apple, wasn't it? What kind of apple was it?
The variety is called an Anna variety. It's designed. Well, it was originally designed in Israel because we, as a rule, don't get enough chill for an apple here.
Right. So, yeah, because if I remember rightly, you told us, and I was surprised that it had either fruited early or very, very late. Or you said it did it all year round or something. There was something odd about it.
Yeah, if I were to go out to the apple tree right now and take a picture of it, there's balloons on it.
That's really?
We've had a cold snap. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Here we are. It says just past the shortest day of the year, and it has balloons on it already.
That is incredible. And so, how is it doing? Because we feel it's an old friend now.
It is getting about 25 years old.
Wow, nearly as old as me.
It's been sitting there, and one thing is, because of where it sits, it gets a lot of, because I'm so close to the ocean, we get a lot of dew here. So the dew forms on the roof, it drips off the roof onto the ground and waters the tree. So I what would be normally go to waste goes to the tree and keeps the tree going.
Do you get?
Which means I don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to water it. Absolutely. And how useful is that? Do you get a lot of salt from the ocean?
Yeah, I do. Especially one thing got to watch out for: aluminum corrodes real bad.
Oh, what you call aluminum, we call aluminium. So that corrodes with salt, does it? That corrodes with salt. I have to bear that in mind. I mean, I'm not too close to the sea where I live. You're closer.
I'm 300 metres from the sea. My front door is.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of corrosion?
Yes.
Yeah, you're closer. You're closer to the sea than I am. This is I'm about I'm a quarter mile from the ocean. I can actually see the ocean from my house.
I can't see the ocean from my house,
Neither can I.
but I can smell it.
I can smell.
Oh yeah, I said. I was as I came home last night. I could hear the waves crashing on the beach.
Oh, lovely.
Gosh, that's nice. So, in sunny California, where you are, you don't have. Somebody emailed me and they said they were in a certain state of America, and I can't remember. It was one of these desirable places, and they said, but the sound of the police, the ambulances, and the fire brigade all through the night were keeping them awake, so they didn't have any nice, quiet. It said it just had picked up over the last few months. Do you get all that?
I don't get, even though I'm up by a major road, I don't get that quite that often. This is, although it says, yeah, I do get it once in a while, but most of the time I can tend to ignore it from the house, and which I do.
Well, that's very lucky. I think that's great. So, is it still a nice place to live, California?
Yes, it is. Very expensive, though.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah. This is the governor and the state legislature want to tax all they can out of you.
They tax all they can. And do you get good services, though, for the tax?
It says that could be debated.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That could be debated.
Yeah, I guess that's...
Most will probably say no.
Oh, right. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you say whereabouts in California you are?
I'm in the Los Angeles area.
Oh, in the Los Angeles.
In the Los Angeles. Yeah. You never get lost there, do you?
About 35.
Sorry, say that again?
Well, Disneyland is 35. Disneyland is 35 miles from me.
Which in American terms is just round the corner. It's like, as close as it is to the post office to us.
Yeah,
almost. Although actually the post office I can actually walk to from here.
Oh, right, okay. I remember once going to New York, the state, not the famous place. And I was up there in the mountains in New York, and the guy said, "Oh, we're going to take you to our local restaurant." We got in the car and we drove for 40 minutes. And he said, "Oh, this is the local..." And we just went through pine trees, more pine trees, some pine trees. And I think there were some pine trees on a hill as well. And then we got to this local thing. So I sort of got the message that, local is not always as local. Whereas, we get in our car and we've done half a mile, we get out and park it another half a mile away from where we want to go because there's never any parking. It's all good fun here.
Yeah, I've got... Well, California is on my bucket list because I did promise my eldest a number of years ago that I would take him to Disneyland because that's where the Disney Pixar Cars land is.
Are you a Disney fan, Rita?
Oh yes, very much a Disney fan.
Yeah, me too.
This is I just spent going there 3 days straight.
Really?
Yes.
3 days. I
Yeah.
mean, what do you?
I've never even been to Disneyland Paris.
What do you do there? I mean, I know. You see, I worked at Chessington World of Adventures, which makes it sound terribly exciting. But I can tell you,
Could have been.
when you work at one of these places, you see behind the hoardings and all the sort of the frontage of it that all looks very nice with a dragon and his big tongue coming down, and you see that it's actually just a whole load of pieces of wood and glass fibre. And a bunch of people who were sort of holding things and smoking cigarettes, and it takes all the charm out of these sort of places. But I imagine, though, in America, everything's much, much bigger, much grander, much more exciting, and people, of course, are genuinely saying, "Have a nice day."
It says, I mean, where can you find a tree that would fill your living room, or might even fill your house?
Well,
one tree.
One tree.
In the
Just the
sequoia
trunk of it.
forests?
Yes.
Yeah. You couldn't, yeah.
In the way.
Well, or even some of the coastal redwoods will do that too. It's just the size of some of those trees, you just like. I remember I was in
can't
Santa
even
Cruz
picture it.
looking at a logging truck, and it had, I think, 3 or 4 logs on it.
Wow.
It probably came from the same tree.
Yeah.
So, do they in Disneyland? They have the characters all dressed up, running around in no matter what the weather is, doing their thing.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yes.
It's a strange world. And you went
if it's
3
raining,
days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I will be there on Christmas Day.
Cool. Have you got something special planned there, or is there a Christmas meal, or?
That's cool. Well, I was asked not to come up for health reasons from my mother-in-law, and it says, okay. At that time I got that email message, I just happened to be getting onto the monorail.
Oh.
So I says, well, I know where I'm spending Christmas now.
So you're going to spend Christmas Day at Disneyland. I just think that's goofy.
I think it's quackers.
Yeah. Well,
that's
what are you
awesome.
having for dinner there? Are you having duck? A bit of Donald Duck?
No, I'm not going to have Donald. It says, that would be one wise quack I won't make.
Oh, yeah, that's very
Yeah.
good. Oh, Rita, it's so good to hear your voice. We haven't heard you for a long time.
Yeah, I figured that's one thing I'd give you a call today. It says, it says, it being so close to Christmas, and figure that you're probably on Christmas Eve, you might not even be on the
Some saddo here
show.
will be, surviving with a mince pie and a bit of mulled wine, chatting to himself. I'll be here mumbling away with my Scrooge outfit.
Have yourself a good smoked bishop.
A smoked bishop. I would do that. I might get a bottle of Bishop's finger. It's always good to give the finger to the bishop. But anyway, listen, Rita, fantastic to hear your voice. Have a wonderful Christmas, even if you're going to Disneyland.
I hope you really enjoy it. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah.
And thanks for calling. It's a good Christmas
Oh,
present.
I will definitely have a wonderful day. I do enjoy going so much, but the difference is I don't have to go. I gotta go to Space Mountain. I gotta go to the Rise of Resistance. I have to go to ride. It's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, you can take your time to do any of it.
Yeah.
I can do it when I want, at the pace I want.
Yes. Very good. How amazing.
No mad dash. Colin McLeod says, I've been to Disneyland Paris. It's quite a place for children.
I guess there's a lot of children.
Yes.
Colonel Cragratty said he spent 2 days at
lot of
Disneyland Paris.
Well,
and didn't manage to do it all. Understandable.
no, it says.
The Disney company have to be a bit careful now, don't they, when they come out with a new film, that if it's very, very popular, they'll have to buy up another piece of real estate and tag it on the end of Disneyland and Disney World so that they can then theme it into something. So it's another 400 acres of...
I mean, Disney World has, I forget what the acreage is on that, but it's actually bigger than the city of San Francisco.
Oh my God!
It's huge.
Oh,
I mean, it's just Disney. I mean, one of the things that because Disneyland was built on what Walt and his brother Roy could scrape up.
Right.
And literally, he financed the studio. He even financed his house to build Disneyland.
Yeah.
It says took such a financial risk that it's almost unbelievable.
So there's a lot crammed in in a
Yeah.
more compact than, of course, Disney World had more luxury because it was built much later on.
It says Disneyland. Okay, Disneyland. I'm not going to include California Adventure, which is its own thing. But it says I like them both. But Disneyland was, when it was built, it says things were added to it as it's gone.
Yeah.
It says Disney World, when Disney bought that, they had to buy the property
Right.
in pieces, and it says they had to buy it kind of because they did to help keep the price down.
It seems like
it's otherwise people jacked up the price on it.
Yeah, it sounds like it's quite a complicated story that I imagine that there'll be books and films about it. Listen, Roy, we have to go, but have a wonderful Christmas and enjoy yourself, as it sounds like you will do, over at Disneyland. You take care now.
Have a good one, Rita.
Okay.
Take care, Rita.
Both of you.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye, thanks for calling.
Bye.
Bye. There we are, Rita Loy there. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Rita, for calling in and telling us about that. It's a different Christmas experience, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, it's like being in Australia or New Zealand, like my daughter will be spending it, in the height of the summer.
In Lord of the Rings land.
In Lord of the Rings land, with Father Christmases
Lord of the
on
Rings.
Surfboards. I mean, you can't believe it. They go on surfboards and on these motorised ski things, jet skis, in full Father Christmas outfits with beards on Christmas Day. You see them in baking hot sun. It is madness. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 2 songs to get through. Chris Navard has sent in a rather interesting musical thing, and the lovely Julia is going to get out her ukulele, and we have a little area set up in the studio for that. But first, let's go over to Chris Navard, who has morphed into a peculiar character for tonight's show. He's slightly misguided, I have to point out, because he thinks today, for some reason, is Christmas Day. All will be revealed.
Oh, hello. I'm in my little workshop area. My little toy trains here. Can do a Christmas song. This is where things happen. I have lots of tools and instruments and Hornby train sets. And lots of other junk around here to make it homely and lovely. So we're going to do a little Christmas song now. Waiting almost a year, waiting for that cheer, for today is a Christmas day. For today is Christmas Day. Starts in mid-September and it carries till the end of December. For today is a Christmas Day. For today is the Christmas Day. Santa, he had too many pies, he drank too much beer. For today is a Christmas Day. Oh, for today is Christmas Day. Santa got stuck down the chimney pot. The elves told him he was a clot. For today is a Christmas Day. For today is Christmas Day. Oh, for today is a lovely, 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 lovely Christmas Day. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, all of you. Have a lovely time. You will, won't you? And you'll be good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
There you are. See, that was Chris Navarre there doing his little Christmas song. It was very nice. We did enjoy that. Thank you very much there, Chris. It's very good there. See, Farmer Piles have just popped in here for a moment now with my Richard Vobes jumper on and my Richard Vobes face. So that don't work then, does it? Hang on a moment. Actually, that was me doing a very poor impression. Brilliant stuff, Chris. Really like that. Thank you so much. Julia has made her way over to the other side of the studio. As you may know, that I have placed in the studio an edit suite, which makes it very difficult for Julia to. So she is going to. Also, she's got some rather interesting shoes on her feet, which she has yet to show us. But let's just cross over there and make sure that she's ready and put up the microphone, which is your microphone, that microphone over here. Bing. There you are.
Seems a bit far away.
Oh, do you want the microphone a bit closer?
Put it over a little. How's that?
That probably is very good. I shall go and monitor it and make sure that it's all working hunky-dory.
Donkey hoary.
Yes, there we are. We can hear you.
I can't believe I said that.
What did you say?
Donkey. No, I'm not saying
No,
that.
she's not saying it
No
again.
mulled wine today as well, and I'm still acting like a twit.
Well, we're both acting like twits. I act like a twit all the time. So now the lovely Julia has got a lovely Christmas song for us to enjoy as we come to the end of today's show. I shall be here doing this. I don't even know the tune. What are you actually going to do? What's the song you're doing?
I'm going to do Last Christmas.
Oh, Last Christmas.
Yes.
I thought, are you not going to do it today? Oh, she's doing it
No,
right.
I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to do it last Christmas.
Oh, right. Well, I can tell you, last Christmas, when you did it, it was great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm just going to turn this extra light round to give us a bit of
Okay.
extra light on you. Puts me in the dark, but don't worry about
I could
that.
do like a stand just to put my phone in.
Oh,
Wait, will it go here? Will it fall? It'll fall. Don't put your expensive phone on a...
What have I got? Do you need a hand?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm going to... So, ladies and gentlemen, I've got to go over there. You can't see it, whichever way it is, and hold the phone. So I'm going to do that. So over to the lovely Julia, and this is we'll see all the rumbles and tumbles that you get all here. So right there she is. I'm just going over here. I'm going to put a bit of echo up already. There comes the hand.
Here comes a hand.
Can I be here?
Yeah, so I'm going to still need to reach across. Do you want to sit there?
No.
No.
Can't touch the wires.
Yeah,
It's
fair
in
one.
Crash.
Right, okay.
So I probably better not to do that. I'll do it like this. Do you need me to keep awake?
Yeah, to keep it awake. Cool. Okay. Oh, sorry, just bashed everyone's eardrums. So. Last Christmas I gave you my hopes. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, and the very next day you gave it away. This year to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Once bitten, twice shy. I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, doesn't surprise me. Happy Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I love you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kiss me now, I know you'd fool me again. Last Christmas, back up to the chorus. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. Sure. This year to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. crowded room, friends with tired eyes. I'm hiding from you and your soul of eyes. My God, I thought you were someone to rely on. Me, I guess I was a shoulder to cry on. Facing a lover with a fire in his heart. A man undercover, but you tore me apart. Now I found a real love who'll never fool me again. Face on a lover with a fire in his heart. A man undercover, but you tore me apart. I'll give it to someone special.
Oh, well done.
Started off okay.
That's not easy when you've got me trying to hold a phone that's dying every 2 seconds. Oh, hang on, let me turn the thing off.
Far from ideal. Sorry, guys.
No, don't.
I tried to be Christmassy.
She was very Christmassy. Give her a big round of applause. It's very difficult. Oh, crikey. The studio is falling to bits.
It was just a big gifty bag that I just...
A big what, sorry?
Christmas gift bag thing.
Yes. I don't know why I need that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you that poor old Julia came this evening and she was in a lot of pain because you've had a stomachache all day.
Yeah.
We took Jo out. We met up at the park and Julia wasn't terribly well and you were going to faint at one point.
Yeah, I was.
And I said to her, don't bother to come in. She said, no, I'm coming in because it's the last show that you're doing before Christmas.
Yeah.
So she wanted to come in. So she hasn't actually been feeling terribly well. So I think she did absolutely brilliantly, despite all that. And plus the fact she was sitting there with a light right in her face, a microphone and...
Stop making excuses for me. It was rubbish, but I did my best and I hope you enjoyed
she tried, yeah, and
my feeble attempts.
Like we do on this show, things go wrong all the time.
But thank you for excusing me.
No,
I really appreciate it.
No, I know you haven't been feeling terribly well. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for tonight's show. Thank you very much for all the wonderful pictures, the texts, the chat stuff, the phone calls, and for Julia to making that extra effort to come in. Very Merry Christmas, Julia.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you too.
I'll see you, outside the show before Christmas.
Yes.
But on behalf of the Eric and I, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Eric. Merry Christmas, Eric.
Eric. Oi.
Oh, that's right, sir. Merry Christmas, sir.
Oh, sorry, Eric. I didn't realise you had a girlfriend here.
That's right, sir.
He's got his girlfriend in.
What's your name?
Yeah,
My name's Erica.
Who?
Erica.
Oh, Erica. Nice name. Erica. Eric and Erica.
Right.
We'll be
That's
going.
right,
I have to give you a special knob. Anyway.
No, that's a TMI.
TMI. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us for tonight's show. I'll be back again tomorrow, which is Thursday. And here, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on, put the light on.
Well, we can get the webcam on them.
Oh yes, put the webcam on. Stick them on the table. Hang on, here we are. I've got to get out of that. Got to get into that, and got to go to there. Ta-da! Look at those amazing Christmas shoes, ladies and gentlemen. Sparkly heel. Look. And there's the other one. Isn't that amazing? Fantastic.
Got them 2 years or 3 years ago as a birthday gift from yours truly.
Yes, I seem to recognise them.
Yeah, I loved them. They were my favourite of the Christmas ones that I'd seen up until this year.
When
the same pair have come out, but they've now got
They've got a what?
A concept heel. That's what they call the collection of irregular choice shoes with the funny heels.
Yes.
It's a figgy pudding as the heel. I was like, oh my god, I want that one. But I can't warrant having two pairs very similar. But
no.
Anyways,
that's
them's.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been lovely to see you. I'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same place, but on a different day, of course. Thanks to Judith for being out there monitoring and keeping everybody happy. Thanks to everybody who said. That's it. See you tomorrow. Take care, look after yourselves, and have a jolly time doing your last-minute shopping. Remember, the Vobes needs those... you and your family need those things. Have a good time.
Happy solstice for yesterday, and happy Christmas, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.